This is a video that I have been wanting to make for a while now, but have never been able to find the right time or mindset to do so until the moment I was writing the script last night. Futaba Sakura is a very special character to me. I know that's something you might hear a lot of people say in various ways, whether it's a character they relate to, or a character who came into their lives when they were at their lowest and most vulnerable. Well, Futaba is all of that wrapped up for me. I remember the first time I really sat down with Persona 5. I got it as an early Christmas present that year and played it non-stop as much as I could. At that point in my life, I was very much a shut-in. I got through some very bad stuff in my life and locked myself away from the world except for the rare walk around my small, isolated, woods-covered neighborhood. So for most of that winter, I played Persona 5 and slowly met the cast of broken characters one by one, slowly feeling like I had a group of friends in my life again. Then, on July 10th in game, she was introduced. Before you truly get to know Futaba as a person, you are only able to communicate with her via anonymous text messages. While this all happened, we saw that this poor unknown girl is haunted by the figurative and literal ghosts of her past. Her palace was an almost barren wasteland that was filled with nothing more than a tomb filled with death and traps to keep everyone out. The scene of Futaba opening her closet door to show herself to the people who so desperately want to help her after shoving herself away in the smallest, most desperate place she could will always stick with me. It shows that even though she has more pain than she can handle inside her heart and mind, standing there, hands and legs shaking, she still sees the smallest possibility and chance to get help. But at the end of Futaba's palace, after seeing the tragedies that had befallen the poor undeserving girl, she comes to see that life is truly worth living and overcoming the thoughts that haunt her. Futaba's confident route is one of self-growth, healing, and the want to live the best life you can. She slowly becomes friends with those who help save and show her the light, reconnect and save a friend from her own past, make up for most of the time she lost with the only person who has cared about her for most of the time she was a shut-in before you and everyone else came along, and finally experience love. Seeing Futaba want to better herself, not just for Joker, but herself, is something a lot of people seem to misinterpret. Futaba truly wants to be happy again, and while you do help her, Futaba truly makes the changes herself. She decides to take the train to Akihabara to buy video games. She decides to get both of you snack food, and she even wants to help out at LeBlanc. Baby steps, but this is her doing. A major factor in what she is doing is in the memory of her deceased mother, a promise list with a few things that she promises you and herself that she will complete so she can become the person she wants to be and grow to be even better. Seeing her experience the joys of the sun and beach with her friends, have a mini fireworks celebration of her own with her new family, and save a friend are just a few of the truly amazing things that she goes on to do during her recovery. In the end, Futaba finds happiness in the life around her, able to be comfortable in the outside world, and vows that she will do her best. Come Christmas Eve, granted that you made the right choices, you spend the evening with her, one final time, for a while at least. After you return after those previous events, you are allowed one final evening with Futaba before you must leave Yongen Jaya and return home, ending the game. That being Valentine's Day, where you spend the evening with Futaba, embraced, comforting each other after the previous events. But that isn't to say that's where the story ends, as Futaba reminds you that you are her key item. I remember the moment I finished Persona 5 after that scene. It was nearing the middle of the night, but there were tears in my eyes and I was exhausted. But I was not sad because the story with Futaba and of course everyone else was over. In fact, I remember my mom asking me the next time we walked if I was going to be okay because of how much the game meant to me, and all I could say was yes. That's the truth. In the end, like Futaba, I grew, I healed, and like her having Joker, I had her on my journey of growing. And here I am, 2 years later, stronger and better than I was back then, after I started leaving my house more and more, going on walks outside my comfort zone, and other such things. I made some of the best friends I have ever met online who I talk to on a regular basis. I found a job I am good at in writing and video editing, and I even went to the place I have dreamed about forever, Japan, and even got to live there for a while. In the end, I will always love you, Futaba. Thank you so much for helping me, and thank you to everyone who has been on this journey of life with me, helping me grow and hang in there when I was down and at my absolute worst. I'm not perfect, far from it, but I'm happy with every day that I feel like I have improved, even just a little, and I'll keep doing so, just like I know she, everyone else, and myself would want me to.